Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Sesanga Family Business. The Good Stock. We are on our episode 12. Today we're gonna talk about factors influencing price or market challenges in goods business. Bishele bituyitamo ebitukarubiriza obadbituriza nz'okuyita obwovu n'obuga mu bizinensi y'embuzi eno nga tutusuzitunda emiwendo gyazo lwaki erimidika lwaki erimidiba giri wansi lwaki abamu bava mu bizinensi eno lwansonga nti bagamba embuzi ya bbeeyi ebirina bakasitoma batini. Now, at Sesanga Meats Farm, we're gonna talk about challenges with the markets. So far what we have seen and what we're experiencing and how we are gapping up and handling it at Sesanga Meats Farm. Let us start with price of the goat. What are the prices on the local market of a goat? As I told you in the other episode, we have two breeds, the local one and the mixed one. If we are, as at Sesanga, I'm going to speak as at Sesanga Meats Farm, we have the meat breed. Our meat breed has its own price, and the local breed also has its own price. Now, these goats are measured in kilograms, because even the meat is sold in kilograms. Because the kilo of meat in Uganda now, I believe, is 22,000. Emitwalo ebiri mu enkumi bbiri. Kilo y'embuzi ebiri bbiri. I wonder that, what did I say? I've been to market area. But how can we okumamandikeri kuzusete nyindi atenga titofunako? How does that come? What happens in between the market? You sell, do they buy them or they don't buy them? What are the challenges in between there? A good to be of this value of money? Where do you say the markets are not there or there is challenges in the markets? Yeah, the challenges are there. But let us not put the challenges. Let us find the factors influencing these prices in goods why customers or these brokers want to give us less money on what we think we want to get, or why don't we get more than what we are getting? A goat is measured in kilograms. What is the weight of your goat? What is the weight of the goat you're selling? With the local goats, the price of a local goat is like emitwalo abiri mu etaano ku mitwalo asatu. Emitwalo abiri mu etaano ku mitwalo asatu. That's the price of a local goat. Asatu mu etaano. Buli obuwuzi buli obuwa mu kyalo obwerisebo kapukali tebakafuddeko. Now, what are the kilograms of the akabuzi kagina kwakazituwa kilo mika? How is that goat gonna be weighed so that you take it to the market and they are gonna pay you enough money for that goat so that we can now talk about how are the markets, because before you judge the market prices, because I know people there are people who buy good stuff and pay good money. But if you say we have a problem with the market of goats in Uganda, they are hard to sell, if that's the call. What influences these prices? What influences these customers and brokers or these customers to give us a low price or a high price? It goes back to you, the farmer, the owner of the business. What is my weight of the goat? If these people are buying in kilograms, where they are buying the whole goat alive, but it's measured. How did I feed my goat? How did I feed my goat? The health of the goat. The weight of the goat, it comes from the feeding of the goat and taking care of the goat. Then you bring a local goat which is between 18 kilograms, 25 kilograms. And then you price. Because of its weight and size, but you can't bring a goat of 10 kilograms. And you said the markets are bad when somebody's bringing a goat of 25 kg, selling it 600k. Then you usually say, well, mine 600k, the markets are bad in Nakasungla, the markets are bad the other side. No, it's because of the quality of the goat you're putting on the market. The quality of the animal you are going to sell. It influences the price of that goat. The weight, the size, and the health. Then, another thing which influences the price, is the season. The seasons. The seasons. When are you selling your goats? If you're scaling the market, on a scale profits, when do you plan to sell your goats? Christmas, Eid, Easter, Eid al-Adha, Eid al-Fitr. Which Eid? Which celebration? Which independence? Which location? You're gonna know, depending on your farm location, putting into consideration the transport costs. Because the transport costs to the market also influence the prices of the what? Of the goat. That's why the goat which is on the last customer or the final consumer, kumitwara ebiri, mwe kumibiri, at that price 22,000 Ugandan shillings. Now, the customer is failing to get, or is you getting less customer because the meat is expensive. How do we gap up that? Now, let's go to our last part, then we shall be going back and forth. The why. How do you gap up that cost? Let us sell goat's meat at a cheaper price, then have many customers, like our Indians do. Get a coin or cent as profit and have many customers than sell in quantity. Now, how do we gap it as farmers? Let us start from the word goal. Let us raise our animals with a purpose, with a plan and a structure. I have this goat there for meat goats, like how we did it at Sesanga Mixed Farm. Our breeds are meat breed. We're trying to bring out, as I told in the other episode 11, if you follow it at the end, always the juicy parts are always at the end and the tips, and the magic is always at the end of the video. Those who don't finish the video, I'm so sorry for you. As we talked about that part, the magic part, how do we do it at Sesanga Mixed Farm? Start from the word go. Raise your animals, seed them, take good care of them. Know that they are for a meat breed or they are for a dairy breed. Then they are gonna produce. You will reap what you sow. If you don't put in, you won't get. That's the fast and easy step we all jump. We all know it, but we don't emphasize on it. Make it a key point every time. What is the other thing which influences goats' prices? When you're searching them, let's go to searching them, because bread, when you're searching them, the birth of the goat, the health of the goat, they are the same things. The factors influencing where we sell our goats and when to sell them. Now, let us look at another factor which influences and challenges at the market. Why we rush and sell our goats without thinking or reasoning. Storage. Okay, let's say I don't need these brokers to come at my farm, they buy cheaply. I want to did my goat take it today direct to the market. Which is hard, which is not streamlined in Uganda that A farmer can sell his goods here to the market and he gets this, or somebody can pick them to the farm, and that this in your market is like, in Uganda is like really opposite or different. How do you do it? Because you need to get these goods to the customers. How do you handle that? Storage. Storage of your goats. Do you have a fridge if it's a cat goat? Do you have a pen somewhere small where they can put your goat if the prices are low? Then you wait for 5 days? No, it's not there in Uganda. You get your goat, you take it to the market. If you put nourish in the morning, you wait. They are giving you low price or low price on your goat. You wait, say no, I'll sell it in the evening. In the evening it reaches, they are giving you the same price. Say, now what do I do? Now I don't know where I'm gonna keep this goat up the next day in the morning. Where am I gonna store it? Where am I gonna make it to be safe? Eat and drink, and I sell it in the morning. You don't have where to keep it. That means you're gonna be forced to sell it, and somebody's who gonna come by that time of look. He may even give you cheaper money, or the same money you've been rejecting since morning. That's why the challenge is store it of your goats. When you bring them to the market, that's why most of the people prefer these brokers who come and buy them to their farm. Then they will take care of the rest. That's good too, but you're losing out some money if you really need to scare some money. But if you're looking for market challenges and you need to gap up those market challenges, we should have that into consideration. How do you gap it up? To scale some profit in goods. Because we risk for a long time to make this goat reach the time when it's ready for sale. We talked about transport of the goods, okay? The dollar challenge in goats. The dollar challenge in goats. It really don't apply to us. It may apply to somebody may bring it, like it applies to the drugs we buy because they are from import and export back. Lastly, it doesn't impact us that much. That helps us to gain some profit or scale in that way. Management of treatment of these goods, as I told you, is paramount. You need to treat those goods so that they can reach at the market when they have weight, because the market goods are measured in weights. They wait until you what's the price unless you're selling it at a different way. Please reach out to our butchers. We're selling our meat directly from our farm to our butchers, and to those willing to go to take goat's meat, call the number below. Book our goat's meat. We have our bodas ready for delivery to your door. You just call, book, send us mobile money TID number at the number below, or come at our offices in Mango by appointment or booking. Make your orders. Then our Boda guys are gonna deliver them to your door at your respected time and interval of your choice. Okay, let us talk about good phrases. Then, there are two good phrases here with the market. These those goats which they call halal, and they are normal goats. I'm gonna call them halali goats because Muslims need special types of goats with special features, or when they are like in a different characters as we need them as Muslims. Those goats have a different price on the market because we put them in their seasonal goats, or the seasonal markets we have as goats farmers. Another thing, the normal goats with these ones, the normal goats every day they cut the coat and say, they also have their own prices depending on the breed you are buying the local breed, the crossed breed, or the Malaito or the Piwas, because normally the Piwas are not so dead for crossing. But at Sesanga Mixed Farm, we deal only with that breed, the meat breed I told you we developed in our last episode, 11. Those ones who are following it after the end. Now, another place to own, to scale in the market and how we can gap up the market challenges in goat business is opening your own sell points. Try to open your own sell points if you are a goat farmer near you or in your local village. Let you be known that in case somebody needs a goat, you are available to sell. That is the way also of gapping up the market challenges we normally face. Because there's no way, there's no one who's gonna come and help you find market for you if you don't come out and look for the market yourself. Because initially when you're starting goat farming, you know that I need market for my goats. I'm way into goat farming because of this reason and this reason. And if you know that reason why you're going to do goat farming, that purpose initially you had, that's the purpose you have to go ahead with. And at Sesanga Mixed Farm, we're proud to be in goats now as we are in chickens. Tom at our butchers, at our goat roasters kiosks and buy halal goats meat. We're gonna talk about also the challenges of delivery in Uganda and transport costs. Goat meat would be cheap and we would get more market for it if the delivery and the transport system was streamlined and the security and the registration involved these border guys and who is accountable for who and where, then goat business would be easy because most of the costs which make a goat get expensive is the time to rear it, the bad drugs I talked about in the other episodes when you feed too much drugs on a goat when they're not even acting out, but spending a lot of money on one goat calculating. That's why people say goat farming is not profitable because of the initial putting in. If the people at the government can come out and streamline these drugs on the market, transport on the market, incentives shouldn't be given to local farmers, not these expatriates they bring who call them investors and they are not investors. Somebody has a huge farm at the huge farm of chickens, he's calling himself is an investor, but yet he's selling the normal price at the retail show. There should be limits and guidelines and law enforcement should be implemented on that because as local farmers we're losing out and we're getting demoralized, yet we're the feeders of our country for a long time. These expatriates are gonna go away, they're gonna leave us with what? New knowledge because we did not train our people. For them they're only using us and taking the profits back to their own country, living our own country, Uganda, as and our people peasants. At Sesanga Mixed Farm, we're proud to bring you the goat's meat to your rural areas and your local areas at a low cost you can't believe. Just call that number, ask them a kilo of a goat, how much is it when it's delivered on my door. They're gonna tell you the price which is unbelievable, like the one on your butcher, but this time when it's on your door. That's the difference. You will have the same price at the bidder, but this time not gonna move from your chair. That meat is gonna reach you on your door and you're gonna be the happiest person, packed, sealed, and certified by Uganda. Thank you for listening to Sesanga Mixed Farm. Thank you for following with the market challenges we shall keep on coming to tell you how the ghost markets are volatile. For the ghost market, they are really volatile. We need to look more into that, but for scaling, you need to open your own sale drawings and scale more and start more goals, find more ways of cutting costs so that this goat meat can reach the final consumer at a low price. This time what they are selling is now in 2025. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening to the Sangha Family Business. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.